July 1st. Let's get into what's happening. First up, the streets of Crossroads St. Andrew were filled with people on Tuesday. Hundreds of Jamaicans turned out for what organizers called an urgent stand for Jamaica. Police estimated approximately 500 people were in attendance. Organizers said the gathering was focused on the government's TCN agreement with the United States. Questions surrounding unspent Hurricane Melissa relief funds and called for greater government transparency and accountability. Opposition leader Mark Golden was among those in attendance. Organizer Kay Osborne told the Gleaner the event was not politically motivated, describing what she called a crisis of confidence between citizens and their government. Now to a development in the case of South Central St. Catherine MP Dr. Andrew Wheatley. The Integrity Commission has formally told the Supreme Court it will not move to charge him while the court considers his application for judicial review. The commission had recommended Dr. Wheatley face four charges, including illicit enrichment, alleging his assets exceed his earnings by approximately $164 million. Dr. Wheatley contends the commission disregarded $168 million in rental income earned from properties over 9 years. The next hearing is set for July 23. Staying in the news, new economic data is raising concern. Jamaica's economy has contracted for two consecutive quarters. According to STATIN, total value fell 4.1% in the first quarter of 2026 compared to the same period last year. The Statistical Institute points to the lingering impact of Hurricane Melissa as the key driver, with agriculture and tourism amongst the hardest hit sectors. Foreign arrivals dropped from 692,000 to 493,000, and accommodation and food services fell 16.6%. On a more engaging or encouraging note, when measured against the previous quarter, the seasonally adjusted economy grew 3.3%, suggesting some momentum towards recovery. Closer to home now, this one is important if you live in St. Andrew. The National Water Commission is implementing lockoffs starting this Friday, July 3rd, due to declining inflows at the Hermitage Dam, which is currently at 65% of its 393 million gallon capacity. Communities served by the Constant Spring Water Treatment Facility will be affected. Some areas will receive water between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. only, while others will have supply between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. The NWC is urging all affected residents to store water ahead of Friday. Moving to the region now, two Jamaican women are facing consequences after pleading guilty to drug importation charges in Barbados. Doreen King, 63, and Judith Brown, 57, both of Kingston, were found with cannabis carrying a combined street value of nearly 150,000 Barbados dollars. King was fined 21,000 Barbados dollars and Brown 15,000 Barbados dollars with 12 months imprisonment as the alternative. And closing out today with a diplomatic development involving Jamaica, China, and the United States. China's embassy in Kingston has responded to comments made by U.S. Ambassador nominee Kari Lake, who told a Senate hearing she intended to counter China's influence in Jamaica. The embassy rejected those characterizations, saying its 53-year partnership with Jamaica is grounded in mutual benefit, equal treatment, and non interference. It pointed to more than 2.1 billion US dollars in local investment and over 40,000 jobs as evidence of that partnership. Separately, Yang Sheng Li, CEO of the Pinnacle Development in St. James, speaking at a Jamaica Observer Forum, said the Jamaica China bond goes beyond economies, rooted in what he described as over a century of shared history and shared community. This is it for Jamaica Daily Brief for Wednesday, July 1st. Please subscribe to Jamaica Daily Brief on YouTube and share with Jamaicans wherever they are. We'll see you tomorrow.